Hi there everybody, I am Roslyn and welcome to my second playthrough of Unicorn Princess by Shannon Gilligan. This is a Dragonlark book and a choose your own adventure book. It's one of the modern ones. It was made in 2018 and you play as this rather good little girl here. And to hear the explanation of the book, the blurb and such, there is an intro video and a first playthrough. I will link to those in the description. So feel free to check them out. We're going to launch straight into this though. You don't really need to see that first, because there's no real preamble or rules or setup for this book. We launch straight into it. So here's me. I'm off to Princess Isle, which is like a summer camp for princesses, basically. It's my third summer at Princess Island. We just do royal girl things like running, jumping, riding horses, swimming, doing crafts, and acting in plays as part of the Princess Playoffs for the Princess Island Cabin Cup. There are rumours that there is a unicorn on the island. It's all very exciting. Anyway, I'm off and away on my travels at the start of this adventure. And again, can we just appreciate how utterly like cardboard cutouts my parents look? This is them saying bye to me as I leave for Princess Island. And I don't know, man. I think they might be aliens. Anyway, that's fine because I am leaving. Bye, Mom! Yeah, we're American in this book, so we're getting the bad accents again. Bye, Mom! Bye, Dad! You yell as you pull your trunk down the dock. Have a great summer, Peregrine. Actually, I think I might have made him plummy in English, if I remember, for no obvious reason. Have a great summer, Peregrine. Your dad, King Edward, says, blowing you kisses. Straighten your tiara, sweetheart. Your mom, Queen Helena, adds, waving. You wave back at your parents. Your name is Princess Peregrine Yvette, but everyone calls you Perry. This is your third summer at Princess Island Camp. You are finally old enough to wear the junior camper outfit. Looking down, you notice your skirt, which appears to be shorts with a skirt built in and over the top. Your skirt is already wrinkled. Maybe it's just better to have a messy uniform on the first day, you think. You continue down to the end of the dock to the welcome table. You look around for friends, but you don't see anyone you know. Your best friend, Crown Princess Caroline, is not coming back. She wrote you about it this past winter. Mom, it just won't be the same without Caroline, you'd whined. I know it must feel that way, Perry, your mom had said, but who knows what this year will bring. Duchess Anastasia and I did not meet until our third year at camp. Remember the beautiful compass she sent for your 9th birthday? You met Anastasia at Princess Island? I did, and we have been best friends ever since, your mom had answered. So chin up. You arrive at the Princess Island welcome table and perform a perfect curtsy with your head dipped. You've been practicing. But when you look up, you see a senior counsellor instead of head of camp. Where is Mrs. Wiggins? You ask, puzzled. As the counsellor answers, a huge gust of wind rises off the lake. All the welcome packets whoosh up into the air and fall in the water. Most of them get soaked. Luckily, one landed on the dock. It reads, Josefina Fernanda de las Flores, comma, Trout Lily, comma, age 9. Trout Lily is the cabin you're staying in too. Josefina must be a new camper. A bunch of senior counsellors scramble to gather and dry the wet envelopes. Where is Mrs. Wiggins? You need to find her before more things go wrong. And we get this picture of everybody Off and away to Princess Island, and a not very happy councillor. There we are. Actually, that's the one that's now soggy. We are map of Princess Island there. So I get to decide to find Josephina and give her the welcome packet, which is what I did before, or decide to go in search of Mrs. Wiggins. Well, it does sound like Mrs. Wiggins is required, so we're gonna have to find her sooner or later, probably. May as well do it now. Alright. Let's see. You walk over to the senior counsellor. Her name tag says Emily. Hi, Emily. Can you take me over to Princess Island? I need to find Mrs. Wiggins, you say. Oh, I'm strictly dark duty, Emily says. She's no help. Scanning the dock, you see your brother, Harold. He's a counsellor this year at Prince Island. Harold is standing with a group of younger boys. These must be his campers. He is reading something from a clipboard. Hey, Harold, I need your help, you yelp, running over and waving your arms. Harold rolls his eyes as if he's the funniest person in the whole world. What have you got yourself into this time, Princess Dirt? He asks. I don't have time for this, Prince Claptrap, you reply. His campers try not to laugh. As an aside, these kids have the best singers. I think we can all agree. Wow. All of the welcome packets just blew into the water. I found this one and I need to locate Josephina something or other. Harold's eyes spring open. He picks up his walkie-talkie. Whoosh, buzz beep. We have a situation at the dock. I'll be making a detour at Princess Island. Looking around, Harold waves to Emily. Hey, Emily, I need you to watch my campers for a few minutes. Fine with me, Emily yells back, and the crowd of younger boys waddle over to Emily, dragging their suitcases. You hear over the walkie-talkie, Roger that, be careful over there, water's looking choppy, over and out. You and Harold leap into the boat and take off for Princess Island. Ooh, this is us in the boat, I think. This must be me and my brother. He looks a lot like Butthead from Beavis and Butthead. I'm just saying, I would be taking the pee out of him if he were my brother. For that reason. That hair. Wow, wow. He's not helping himself. Anyway. You squeeze Josephina's welcome packet to your chest and grab onto the gunwale of the boat. Uh-oh. The choppy water makes you feel sick to your stomach. You start slowly counting backward from 20. It's one of the tricks your dad taught you for warding off sickness at sea. Harold manoeuvres the boat better than you thought he could. Only a little bit of water has splashed over the sides. But the clouds overhead swirl and turn dark grey. Princess Island still looks like a tiny speck. Crack! Boom! You see lightning and hear thunder in the distance. 10 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, you chant, breathing slowly and trying to look brave. We're almost there, Harold shouts. Hold on tight. Just as you finish your count and raindrops start falling from the sky, you and Harold arrive safely at the Princess Island shore. Thank you, Harold. You saved me and the summer, you say. You're my sister, even if you can be a pill, he says, giving you a little shove. I think I'll go grab some food from the main lodge. Good luck finding what's her name, dirt. Harold ties up the boat and leaves you on the dock. There's no one in sight. Everyone must be inside. Grabbing your trunk and Josephina's welcome packet, you make your way to Trout Lily. On a shortcut through the woods, you see a girl sitting all alone, holding her face in her palms. "Hey, are you okay?" you ask, sniffling. She answers, "I'm Joe. I'm new here and I don't know where to go." "Joe? As in Josephina?" She nods, wiping her nose and starting to smile. Holding the welcome packet out proudly, you say, "I have your welcome packet." "You do?" Joe squeals. "Wow." "Wanna help me find Mrs. Wiggins, the head of camp?" "Sure, sounds fun." You and Joe drop your things at Trout Lily. Then you head to the main lodge. Mrs. Wiggins is not in her office or the dining room. You check everywhere. "Let's try arts and crafts," you suggest. "But it's raining really hard," Joe says. "Nanny Tempers told me never to stay out in the rain." "Nannies don't know everything," you holler back as you run ahead. I'm not getting a lot of options in this Checks Notes Choose Your Own Adventure book, but okay, carrying it on. It's not like I'm not telling you about options, I'm just saying. It's all just telling me to go to the next piece. But that's okay. I'm just here for the story at this point. I hope you are too. So, dunno. Hopefully we'll get an option before it ends. This is fine though. Right. So we're arriving at the Arts and Crafts building. You arrive soaked to the Arts and Crafts building. But Mrs. Wiggins is not there either. Where can Mrs. Wiggins be? You wonder, sneezing twice. "We better go to the nurse," you tell Joe. The nurse at the infirmary gives you a cosy blanket, some hot soup, and a dose of vitamin C. You drift off to sleep and dream about winning the cabin cup. Mrs. Wiggins is there, and your mom and dad, even Harold. You wake up facing your favourite yellow bear. The nurse must have pulled it from your backpack. It's from when you were a little kid, but you still bring it to camp. You hug Yellow Baby and notice someone on the bed next to you. "Mrs. Wiggins!" you yelp, jumping up. "I have been looking for you." "I'm so happy to see you, Perry," Mrs. Wiggins says with a big smile. "I hope that you didn't get sick out in the rain." You blush. "Maybe a little bit," you stammer, rushing to curtsy. "Never mind that. You stay in bed," Mrs. Wiggins says. She gives you a big hug. Mrs. Wiggins' tummy is the size of a watermelon. She's having a baby. We do also get a picture of this, although it's unclear at what point, because it did just say that I had leapt up out of the bed, and she is plainly not doing that. So, yep. Anyway, she's having a baby. "Is it gonna be a boy or girl?" you ask. "A girl," Mrs. Wiggins smiled. "And I was thinking her name should be Peregrine." "Then I want you, baby Peregrine, to have Yellow Baby," you say, handing her your treasured bear. "Why, thank you, Perry," Mrs. Wiggins says. "This is very kind. You have grown up into a great princess." She studies Yellow Baby, who is worn with love, and smiles at you. "Peregrine, you keep Yellow Baby safe with you." Oh, it's not her saying it, it's me. Sorry. In English, it only tells you at the end who's speaking, so it's a little tricky because I've never seen this before. I'm having to read ahead on the fly just a little bit. I thought I was closing out here. No, I didn't realise it was me closing out. Yeah, I got the wrong person. Let me go back and do that again, because I can't edit this video at all. I don't know how to do video editing. Right. So I'm saying, right, giving her the yellow baby, and this is all Mrs. Wiggins saying the end piece. Right. This is kind, you've grown up into a great princess. She's studying yellow baby, who's worn with love, and smiles at you. Peregrine, you keep yellow babies safe with you, she says, for just a little while longer. And that is the end. Happy ending, I think. Nice one. So that's the end of my second playthrough of Unicorn Princess. I am in the process of I'm going to go into town today, and I will try and get video editing software put on my laptop, because that will improve matters. I'll be able to put together previous Let's Plays that I have in two pieces, and if that happens again, I'll be able to cunningly redo it and just kind of stick a bit over the bit where I cocked up who it was speaking. For now, though, everything is still being done in one take, and I hope that's okay. I hope my bumbling manner pleases you. If it has, please click the like button. It's the only way that I know that you even like my stuff. It will motivate me to do more Let's Play videos instead of whatever else that it is that I'm doing, and I love doing these Let's Play videos, so I hope that people do enjoy watching them. That's all I've got to say though. Toodaloo the new, hope to see you in another video.